10 golden rules to break free from loan apps. The first rule is stop reading their message and voice note. It will instill fear in you. Simply ignore them, block using Truecaller, and move on. The next one is ignore them completely. Ignore and block them using Truecaller. And avoid borrowing from one loan app to pay another. If you borrow from one loan app to pay another, you will kill yourself. That's it. You will buy yourself. Stop borrowing from one loan app to pay another. It's too dangerous because within 5 months, or within 1 month, your interest will have tripled. I understand that the prayer from loan app may require that you need to borrow from another loan app so that you will ease the prayer. Man, you've just deceived yourself. It will keep multiplying because if you borrow from one to pay off, by the time that one is about to due, you will need 2 to pay the one that you just borrowed. And if you pay off, you will need 4 to pay 2. You will need 8 loan apps to pay 4. You will need 16 loan apps to pay 8. And you will not, by the time you get to 16, you will need not even 32, you will need 64 loan apps to pay 8, to pay 16. Is that crazy? So within the space of 1 month, you are likely going to be owing 64 loan apps. So never borrow from another loan app to pay, but you end up in multiple debts. So the next one is if you owe money to multiple loan apps, stop paying and let them do their worst. In fact, I advise don't even pay anything for now. Just take like 6 months break. Okay? The next one, create a repayment plan for apps that haven't defamed you. Perhaps 1 year plan, and pay them gradually till you finish paying them and you'll be free. The next one is borrowing is an habit. This is what you need to understand. The moment you start, you want to achieve, maybe you lack something now, and if the first thing that comes to your mind is, let me go and borrow, you cannot be rich. That's the truth. Because you need to explore several options before you think of borrowing. If the very first, maybe you are hungry, the next thing to do is, how can I get money to borrow? Borrowing should be the last option after you have explored at least 7 options. At least 7 options before you think of, okay, you know what, I have explored 7 options. Now, the last option should be borrow, and that is when you borrow from loan apps. Or no billionaires or millionaires will borrow from bank with interest more than 2% or 3%. Even with interest more than 3%, it's difficult for them to pay back. So how do you want to pay back 2% per month? So how do you want to pay back loan app with 40%, 30%, 60% in 7 days? How do you want to pay it back? So, rule number 7 is send a personal disclaimer to your contacts, not a fake disclaimer of EFCC police logo that will cause small trouble to you, but send your personal disclaimer. This will calm a lot of things down. Rule 8 is if you hold multiple apps, block your bank account and create a new account in another bank. So because some of them can auto-debit you, like I said, any loan app that operates microfinance license can auto-debit you. So the best thing is, if possible, just go and open a new account. Then that way you solve the problem. Rule number 9 is stop downloading on apps indiscriminately. Hackers, they are now opting into loan apps thanks to Google. You can't publish if you don't have the FCCPC license. So thanks to that, but that's why you must never borrow one. You must never download apps outside the Play Store because it's a major problem. Number 10 is you read more about Rule 6. Borrowing is an habit. Stop borrowing. Borrowing is spending tomorrow's money today. Okay? Borrowing is spending tomorrow's money today. I need to say that again. Borrowing is spending tomorrow's money today and will make tomorrow more difficult by the time you get there. That's it. So by the time you get there, by the time to get to tomorrow, because you don't have resources, you have lack of resources, and you have debts to pay. You make that tomorrow difficult. So the only thing is you have to go and borrow again. So you are borrowing your future. Stop borrowing.